Big Buck Hunter has remained a popular video game for over 20 years. Now the legendary arcade franchise is introducing a sharpshooting competitive twist to the classic series and is now going mobile. So Sarah Erlinson, four-time Big Buck Hunter world champion, joins us alongside George Petro. He's the founder of Play Mechanics. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Hi, thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us, Jordan.
Of course. This is really exciting. I remember playing this as a kid, too. But how has video gaming evolved over the years, and why do you think that's so important?
Yeah, so, I mean, video games have been around, obviously, since the late 70s, and you used to have to go to locations to play them. And, you could play it at a location, or then you could play it at home on a console. But then, in the mid-2000s, all of a sudden you had a mobile platform that allowed you to play games. So what that did is just took it from, small audience to big audience to just massive audience.
Definitely. And seeing more women getting involved, too. So what is the motivation driving women, do you think? Let's go to you, Sarah, to become video gamers and even professional competitors like yourself?
Sure. What most people might not know about the Big Buck Hunter community is that there's this amazing close-knit group of people from all over the world who I've met, competed with in tournaments throughout the years, and I'd consider a lot of them to be my friends. Big Buck Hunter was one of the original competitive arcade games out there. And like you said, you remember visiting your local restaurant or bar, and you see it and you grab a friend and you play a few rounds. I've owned my bar for over 12 years now, and it's been a must-have game since day one. I mean, women, just like men, enjoy video games, and we are just as competitive and just as good. So I am super excited to be attending this year's Big Buck Hunter World Championship this weekend, October 1st and 2nd. And in the spirit of opening this year's World Championship to players from around the world, both men and women, a live and virtual mobile division tournament hosted by Skills is debuting for the first time. What's great is anyone can enter and compete in Skills' new Big Buck Hunter Marksman competitive mobile game virtually for a chance at a top $5,000 grand prize. So I am super pumped and thrilled to take my best shot.
Okay, that's going to be my next question. Then how can players compete on Skills' mobile game platform?
Yeah, so we combined Big Buck Hunter with the Skills mobile competitive platform, and that allows anyone to access it, download it for free from the App Store, from the Samsung Galaxy Store. But if you really want to find all of the great games on Skills, you can just go to games.skills.com. And that's Skills with a Z. And if you want to find more about Big Buck Hunter specifically, you would go to bigbuckhunter.com.
Okay. And Sarah, you were kind of mentioning, too, there's just this big group. There's the camaraderie, people coming together. I mean, why do you think that has been such a big thing with this game specifically?
Well, like I said, it's a big social game. I mean, you're used to having to go out in a social setting and play with people. I mean, you talk, you eat, you have drinks, and it's just like this big camaraderie, a big community of people. And I mean, we put a lot of hours into being Big Buck Hunter World Champions. So, I mean, we end up spending a lot of time together, and we're friends.
Yeah, and I bet it's kind of cool to run into people too at different competitions and kind of see old friends. So what exactly is happening both virtually and live at this year's 14th annual Big Buck Hunter World Championship?
Yeah, so this year we're going to have the 128 top competitors on the Big Buck Hunter arcade game come together and play against each other head-to-head in a double elimination bracket. And, we're going to crown a champion out of that. It'll take 2 days to do. And alongside that, we're also going to open up a new mobile division on Big Buck Hunter Marksman on the Skills platform, where anyone either in the venue or all over the world can compete as well during the same time frame for a $5,000 top prize.
This is so cool and interesting to me. I've never done anything like this before, but I bet it's just so exciting. So where can people maybe sign up or get more information?
Yeah, again, if you want to compete on the skills platform, you would go to games.skills.com. That's skills with a Z. Or to find out more about where you can compete on Big Buck Hunter, you would go to bigbuckhunter.com.
All right, so exciting, things going mobile, things evolving with video games. So thank you both for joining us today to give us some insight on what's going to be happening this weekend.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Jordan, for having us.
Of course. And if you'd like to see this segment again or get more information, go to firstcoastliving.net.